Okay.
Over here we have the helix. Shawn Porter's gonna give you a little demonstration of it. Works the lower body, the hip flexors and the quads, and the lower body here. Mr. Wade, he likes to put Shawn on this. Not every day, but he likes to put him on it maybe once or twice a week.
So that's for strong hips?
I think that it's doing a lot for him. It strengthens his hips, it strengthens his lower back, his quads, his hamstrings, and it gives him flexibility in there as well. I think it also helps him with the muscle memory of staying low during a fight, and the tension and the muscle memory that, having to stay low under this stress.
Yeah.
Under this stress, then you can take that to the fight and stay low and not feel that you're going to get tired. Yeah.
That's all I was thinking. We did this 2 weeks before the fight. That was all I was thinking. We were staying low, and I was thinking, I can do this here, I can do this in the fight.
So it just transfers over. It's like you do it in the gym and then the muscle memory.
Yeah, everything we do transfers right over. Even I'm on the track running, and you just see me running, but you don't realize where my mind is. I'm equating the run, the distance,
You're mentally preparing yourself for the fight. So if you get into a space in the fight, are you trying to mentally bring your mind back to when you're on the track, or vice versa?
Vice versa. Yeah, definitely vice versa. Like if I do a 400, and at one point I feel tired or fatigued or whatever, I very quickly say, "What do you do in a fight? You got to keep going," and I just push myself. So it's the exact same thing.
Got to see what this contraption is. This looks like a lower back.
It is for the lower back.
Everything in here ain't for me.
Everything in here ain't for you?
It helps me though. Or it's bought specifically for me.
I think I bought it specifically for me. Loosen up the vertebrae in the back. And here we go. And you get on it and you just stay here for about 5 minutes, give or take. And it loosens up your back.
It heats up too.
Yeah, I don't heat it up, but yeah, it does heat up.
I've heard about these things. It's like
it's an inversion table, Mr. Wade.
I was trying to find it.
See, he had to go down and get some blood to his head before he
What is this? Oh yeah, I know what it is now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's an inversion table, and it really works wonders, because I've had days where my back was really tight and bothering me from lifting weights or something like that. I came in here and got on it, and it did loosen them up and made me feel a lot better. Just that little bit right there. Of course, here we have two-time world champion, because that's what we try to imprint in his mind, that he will be a two-time world champion. So when
he wins his third, do you have to paint it again, or do you have to put a new one?
When we win the second one, we'll be right on point.
Okay.
But of course, your traditional speed bag. This is a Porter High Performance heavy bag, and a Porter High Performance body bag over there. But most guys that we fight now know they're in for a fight because of the type of work we do. Mr. Wade, this is Mr. Wade's expertise in this area over here. It's mostly footwork. So I put this together with him in mind. You want to tell him a little bit some of the things you're doing over here?
Well, anything that we do here, and I've learned this from not only my background, but also with some of the teachings that Kenny Porter has taught. If we want to do most of the stuff that's going to be FMS, functional movement strength, and all those things that are going to help him in the movement. So this is basically triangles. We came up with this years ago, but when we first started, we was doing cones. We first started. And then he came up with the angles, which I think are absolutely great for him. And this works on his lateral movement, also perpendicular movement, works on his ability to strengthen his adductors and abductors in the movement so that he can be explosive no matter what direction he's going. And a lot of times, not only does it allow for him to be fast and explosive, it creates an illusion that they're not able to hold on to because they don't know what direction he's going. He don't know if he's going left, don't know if he's going right, if he's finna throw a jab or he's finna attack them, and it keeps him off guard. And in the middle of all of that, he throws in, he said he has the nerve to throw in 1, 2, 3, 4 feints along the way as well, which keeps him confused. So this is definitely created for Shawn Porter by Kenny Porter to make sure this works through. But of course, the basic ladder, you've seen this on 1,000 times, whether it's football or soccer or tennis.
Seemingly never not works though.
No, it's always working. It's always working, and it's all things that are conducive for him. So some of it is similar to the movement over here, the triangles, but then a lot of it's footwork, just working on speed, different types of moves. We created one just for him where he does either a jab or a feint from the inside, which starts him on the outside here. He just takes it here. So if he wants to throw the jab inside, he can. These are things, once again, are created for him. Every boxer is different. And that's what makes it very good for him, because nothing that's in here, nothing that we're doing is quote unquote general, but specific for Shawn Porter. It doesn't mean that I won't use some of these same drills for someone else, but these drills here are created for him.
It's a specific program for his body type.
Even this one it's a track movement, but what I use it for is very conducive to me cutting off the ring with a guy. So if I come here, that changes direction. Fast change of direction. It's just like if I'm cutting a guy off and I got to get to him.
Correct.
You know, so.
And it's very useful for everything that has to do with him. And it's one thing to just have it here and not really have a purpose or have a general purpose. But this one, it's another thing to have it tailor-made for him. So this whole facility was tailor-made for Shawn Porter. Can anybody use the gym? Sure. I mean, you use a ring, sure, but it was made with him in mind. And these octagons here, these are great. Kenny actually bought these with the intent on one person standing in the middle and Shawn using his footwork to get around him. As you see a lot of times in the ring, somebody will throw a punch at him and you'll see him go around. See? That way he can get it, go to where he needs to go, and keep everything below. And that way he can keep his foot in each individual one and not have to worry about if the mobility in his hips are there, if the footwork is there to actually help him negotiate or navigate himself around the person there. These we don't use them as often, you know, because we do so many other strengthening things for the calves and his agility that he can actually have placement force on each one to be able to move left or right, but we do so many other drills that with a lot of times we don't have to use this as much. These I love. But once again, we do so much other things outside of these that it doesn't make it as necessary when you're doing, you know, med ball throws, lunges, things of that nature, jumps out there on the track. But we do come these and do explosive plank boards and things of that nature on top of these. So they're helpful. We also use them when we're using the bar. See, what you may have missed is Kenny Porter created this. You gotta look real close. There's railing here. You notice how they have railing at the top?
Yeah.
We use these, and sometimes we use those to get up there because I don't like for him not to jump up there. And he'll do pull-ups, different versions of pull-ups, different versions of ab work that help him utilize the full machine here, for lack of words. But we use that as well. So everything in here has a purpose. There's nothing just in here for no reason. We use everything in here to some degree, and it's all made to help him better at what he does.
Okay. What's that big rocket ship looking thing that you were standing by?
Rocket ship. It's a multi-station, basically your multi-station weightlifting station. So you can do, but we got it. It's concealed, and obviously it's got the Porter High Performance, which the high is a play on the word hypoxic or hyperbaric, which we have the chamber there. And the high performance, which is what we do. We work at a very high performance. So you open these up.
Oh, and you got everything.
And then you drop down this, and bam, you got what you need. If you're doing pull downs, you got that. If you're doing pecs,
Got flies.
you got that. Yeah. If you're doing the legs, Here you have that. So we got just about everything we need right here. Whatever we're trying to do, serratus exercises, anything we want to do pretty much is here from a weight standpoint, and then we can just put it away when we're done with it. And it doesn't take up much space. So that's one of the important things that we wanted to do here. We wanted to be able to have everything we needed, but we didn't want to take up a lot of space. We wanted to make sure that we had room to move around and the freedom to do what we wanted to do.
And what's your hyperbaric chamber? It's different than the ones I've seen. It's like a square room.
Yeah, we had that specially made as well. That's made just for Shawn. That's made just for Shawn. He usually works at about 7,500 above the altitude. From time to time, we actually roll this treadmill in there and he can run in there.
Right.
Of course, as you see, our ring has TV monitors and cameras in the corners, so we can actually film and watch what we're doing and run it back during sessions, whether it be...
We got battle ropes.
Yep. Whether it be, again, we try to keep everything removable, so to speak. We can bring it out, and then we can put it away just as quick, as we brought it out, so that we don't take up all of our space. And then, Shawn, you can turn on those monitors right there, please. You gotta hit the remotes. So we got the cameras in the corners. We can run back what we're doing, whether it's sparring sessions, mitt work, anything we might be doing. We can run it back and watch it. We can also interact on the screen over here, where we can telestrate the different angles and movements of the boxer during the session.
Okay, I see that.
Shawn Porter.
That's cool.
Yep. Over here we got the rowing machine. So I think, Mr. Wade, real soon you and Shawn gonna get in here and just be doing some different exercises. Not boxing, but you'll be doing the footwork stations and the different pull-ups and put-ups and push-ups and working on this over here. So Shawn's playing back some sessions we've had here.
Streaming, this one is bad.
Streaming.
Yeah, see, it's
This is early too because we don't even have the curtains here. This is an old.
oh yeah, you're right.
So this is the recovery room.
We just spawn right there. Brandon, yeah.
Okay. I thought this was the bathroom. Ice bath?
Cryogenics.
Okay.
It's like a jacuzzi at 45 degrees.
I'll pass.
Get past.
I'll pass. I'll just do the jacuzzi.
We need to get some water in here. We halfway down, guys. Oh, yeah.
How'd that happen?
Time. Over time. Yeah.
You can do that for me, Shawn. I'll just do the regular jacuzzi. You can do this.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
trade
worth
you.
it. I'll tell
It's
you that
worth
much.
it?
It's worth
You feel the results?
it. Yes, immediately.
Got some pictures today.
This is the locker. Is this your locker?
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is my locker. Don't mind the way things have been shuffled,
This
scuffled
exclusive,
around.
this super exclusive of your locker room?
This is how I left it right before the fight. So you guys are getting something authentic right now. I don't usually.
Okay, so we're just gonna
everything's
zoom in.
usually in much better order than that. But then whoever we have here sparring with me or training with me, they'll use this locker. We got a shower. I was like so thrilled when we got that because I'd rather be able to shower and then go do whatever I want to do as opposed to having to go all the way home and then get back out. It's hot out here. Once I get home, I'm home.
Yeah, you're tired. You seem like a homebody.
I am. I'm a homebody, but I don't mind it. Home is where the heart is.
It's funny. I just bought a Nintendo Classic. Have you
Did
heard
you?
about that?
No, is that the?
It's got all the little games.
Yeah, it's
from
a
back.
little box. Yeah, I just saw one.
Yeah, I just bought one.
Yeah.
And like I came out here and all I want to do is go home and play that.
I want to get one of those. I was. The funny thing about it is, didn't they just come out with that?
Yeah, I just
About
bought
a week,
it.
like yeah,
A month or
weeks-
two.
Yeah, right before they came out with it, I was thinking, man, I should get just an old school Nintendo.
Yeah. So we disconnect the tube, put a mask on, and he can ride the bike at 7,000 feet above the altitude.
So just train high altitude on any, basically anything.
Yeah. Yeah. We could take a treadmill in there. He could take a bike in there, or he could just put it on. We could have multiple people sitting on bikes here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stations on bikes, and they could all be riding at 7,500 feet.
That's cool.
It goes up to 20,000. We won't ever do that. It's, you know, obviously there's a certain level that you should train at and a certain level that it's overkill.
Point of diminished returns.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing 10,000 for a while, and they told us that we should kind of cut it back, and we came back down. He's doing much better at 7,500. But we trained at Mount Charleston for 5 weeks before we left. We would train every weekend up there, and I think that helped him out a great deal as well.